Hello, everyone. Welcome to Julian and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Julian. Julian is from Berlin in Germany. So let's see what Julian has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hi,
Hello, Julian. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
With pleasure.
So tell me, how's your morning going so far this Sunday?
Yeah, it's a super peaceful Sunday. Sun is shining. It's super silent, Sunday in Germany is like no shops are open. It's super chill. I really enjoy it.
Julian, tell me where you're from.
Wow, this question has many layers. So basically, short story, I was born in Colombia, mother Colombian, father German, and I was raised in Bavaria in the south of Germany. And now I'm living in Berlin for 10 years.
Amazing. So you've been raised in Germany.
Exactly.
I see. And your mom is from Colombia.
Exactly.
Wow, amazing. Did you ever lived in Colombia before, some part of your life or not?
No, actually, to be honest, the first time that I returned to Colombia was not so long ago. I went to Colombia last November for 3 months, and it was the first time ever after 30 years. So I was born there, and then we moved to Germany when I was not even 1 year old.
Uh-huh.
Now finally, I got to discover Colombia. I got to discover the Colombian side, even of my own identity. It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh, wow. What experience. And what's the best part of living in Berlin, in your opinion?
I would say the vibrant diversity of the people. I don't know.
I see. And where were you before? Where are you living before Berlin?
Well, before Berlin, I lived in the hometown where also my parents live and my brother lives, where I grew up basically. It's in the very, very southeast part of Bavaria. It borders to Austria, like super traditional, but super beautiful, like alpine landscapes, and it's super nice. Like it's one
Amazing.
of the most beautiful parts of the earth, literally, like seriously. I'm not kidding. It's super beautiful.
Amazing. And tell me something. What do you do for a living, Julian?
For a living, I work as a user interface designer.
Tell me a little bit about your job.
Well, what I do is I design buttons and typography for apps like Zoom, for example, or Instagram. Well, mostly websites.
See, and I believe you are an artist as well.
Yes, I'm an artist for passion and a designer for money.
So tell me a little bit about your arts.
So, well, during the last months and years, I would say I have focused more on the musical side of art.
Mhm.
And recently I've started a project with some friends, like a music network, music label on Instagram. And yeah, just love singing. I just love playing instruments. I recently started playing the guitar. I have been playing the violin for over 15 years. And I also play the whistle, an Irish bow whistle. That's what I play. So I just love, yeah, music, singing, expressing.
Amazing. Okay, Julian. So before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, would you like
Yeah.
to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Something interesting about myself. Well, I died 2 months ago and I was reborn.
Oh my God. So tell me what happened.
Well, well, it's not that brutal, I would say, but I had a very profound experience with psychedelic medicine, I would say, in the Colombian jungle. So I really died. I faced God. I faced the devil. So yeah, I hope that's interesting enough.
Oh my goodness, that for sure. Wow. And that was something that you kind of planned, yeah? It was like experience that you went into it. Didn't happen like that, yeah?
Yeah, I planned it. It was not super
I,
spontaneous.
I
I
see.
really planned it, yeah. So it was the core of my trip to Colombia.
I see. By the way, am I saying your name right, Julian?
Well, you can say Julian. People in Germany say Julian, like
Julian.
with a like you know,
Oh,
Julian. But people in Colombia say Julian. So you
okay,
can say whatever.
I'm gonna call you Julian then.
Yeah.
Julian, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend, okay? Of random fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay, I will take a sip of my coffee.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Julian, before we start the game, during the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Mm-hmm.
First question for you is, what was your favorite part about school?
Well, at the end of my school, how should I say about my school trajectory? It was, to be honest, I don't want to advertise for this, but it was like the smoking, smoking pauses. not smoking weed or something, just smoking cigarettes with the cool kids on the backside of the school. So this was the cool part of school for me during the last years of high school, I would say. Yeah.
Naughty boy at the time. Adventurous.
Yeah.
Did you like school?
I would say in the end, yes. I mean, there was a hard time, during the middle part of school, like 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, like puberty time. This was hard, but otherwise I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Next question. Hey, Julian from Germany. Next question is, what do you like to cook the most?
Well, yeah. What I like to cook the most is, my favorite German dish is Spätzle. I don't know if you know this. Spätzle is
Nope.
like these fluffy, thick noodles. They're like noodles, but they're more fluffy because they contain egg. But there's also vegan ones. And I usually make them with cabbage and mushroom and onions and how do you call this? Fenchel? I don't know what's the name in English. Like some vegetable that looks like an onion, but it actually looks like a heart, that has like these arteria going, Yeah.
It's something that you do, everything's homemade.
Yeah.
I see. And what do you like to cook that your friends like? Like, what do you like to cook that your friends likes the most?
What my friends like the most? Well, I don't know. I don't know if they have like this specific dish that they like, so I cannot really answer that. I think they like everything that I cook.
All right. Next question. Before the next question, as you mentioned that your mom is from Colombia, yeah, and your dad is German. Tell me, growing up, did you have both languages or just German language?
Well, my mother tried to teach us Spanish. Like she tried to talk to us in Spanish, but we children, like my brother and my sister and me, among us, we only spoke German, obviously. And so she had a really hard time, so she couldn't really manage to teach us Spanish. Well, I speak Spanish now, but yeah, we didn't learn it as kids because my brother was like really anti, because my brother had a really hard time with this identity thing, because we moved to Colombia when he was 2 years old. So he was, cut out of his German environment and then put into Colombia. And so he was like, really, no, I don't like this, what is this? So I think he was the driving force in not accepting this bilingual.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question for you is, what is your idea of a perfect day?
Oh, perfect day. It's a day where I manage to fulfill all my needs, like physical needs, like doing exercise or having sex, I don't know, or dancing, but also fulfilling my like artistic needs, like making music or going to a concert or listening to music. And in the same time, maybe also do something in nature and and maybe create something creatively. I don't know, to create something, to be productive, even though if it's just a little bit, but yeah.
Tell me, do you consider yourself to be more of a day or a night person?
In Germany, night person. In Colombia, day person.
Why is that?
I don't know why, but during my time in Colombia, I was like getting up at 6 a.m. and getting to bed at 9 p.m. But in Germany here, I have this very bad rhythm. Like, I don't know, I get up really late and I go to bed really late. I don't know why. It's I don't know.
Maybe it's the weather.
Yeah, it's the weather, it's the climate, it's the position on the globe. I don't know. It has something to do with the country, I'm sure.
For sure. Next question. Hey, Julian, next question for you is, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
Well, the most challenging part is what annoyed me the most, I would say, is that you cannot really plan for yourself, and you kind of, how do you say, like you totally depend on your parents and what they plan for you. I don't know. I would say this is the answer.
Which person in your family you are more close to?
Right now, my father, but during my childhood and like young adult years, my mom.
And what do you think is that? What do you think when you were younger, you were more close to her, and now you feel more close to your dad?
I think it's because, well, my father was working when I was younger a lot, and he wasn't really that much at home as I wished, but so I spent more time with my mom, obviously. And right now that I moved to a different town, I don't know why, but I just have a better relationship with my father. And yeah, I also think my father needs me right now, in a sense. I don't know. And I really like to be there.
Interesting. Saying that, what's the biggest similarity between you and your father and the biggest difference?
Oh wow. The biggest, well, I think the biggest difference, I start with this. The biggest difference is that my father is not artistic at all. Like not at all. Like, yeah. Like he doesn't even watch movies or something or read like fiction. Mm, and the biggest similarity maybe is like our love for nature, or we love being in nature and loving peace.
I see. Tell me something, Julian. And why your dad went to South America, to Colombia? It was a work purpose, or what did it happen?
Well, well, actually, my mother went to Europe and then she met my father. That's
Ah,
the story. Yeah,
it was the opposite.
yeah, it was the opposite. But that's also a funny story, if I can tell. I mean,
Yeah.
if I can tell it very shortly. So my mother, when she was like, I don't know, 19 years old or 17, I don't know, I don't remember correctly. She had a very bad boyfriend. Like this boyfriend did like drugs, I don't know, like LSD, whatever. And my grandmother, like my mother's mother, she was like, oh no, like they can't be together. Like I have to break them apart. So she had the idea to send my mother to Europe to visit her sister, my aunt, who had already been living in Europe in the 70s. So yeah, that's what was her plan. So she put my mother in a plane to Salzburg in Austria, and in this region she met my dad. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks to your grandmother.
Yeah.
That's funny. Ready for another one?
What?
Ready for another question?
Yes.
Let's
Ah,
do
the
it.
question.
No, I
Yeah.
said next question now. I said, are you
Oh,
ready?
sure. Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Before the next question, as you've been living in Berlin for the last 10 years, tell me what you like the most about the city, and what is the flip side, the negative part of living in Berlin, in your opinion?
Hmm. What I like most about Berlin is, I would say, the that you have both this very metropolitan urban flair, but on the other side, it's not so dense. It's not as dense as I mean, I've never been to London, but I think London is much more dense, like in terms of like density. And but there's a lot of space, and there's also a lot of green space. Like I can walk like 5 minutes and then I'm in the forest here right now, or I can go to the canal. And the downside, I would say, is the winters. Like
The what?
the winter is like the worst. Yeah, yeah. I think Berlin, or maybe all the northern Western European cities have this in common. Mm, it's like very, how do you say, bipolar
Mm-hmm.
kind vibes, like where the summer is like everybody's going crazy, everybody's like partying in the parks and stuff. And then the winter's like, like depression, everybody's depressed. You go into the metro and you look at everybody's face and everybody's just like, you know, it's like this. Yeah.
And being an artist, like creating music, do you think Berlin is the right place in Germany to be?
Yes, I would say yes. I could not think of another city right now. Yeah. I mean, maybe depends on the genre and kind of music that you
Mm-hmm.
do. But I have the feeling here in Berlin, you meet so many different artists that inspire you, or that you collaborate with, or that you just randomly meet on a jam and then you connect. And I mean, I cannot speak about the other cities, but I do have the feeling that Berlin has this very diverse, vibrant, artistic, creative vibe. Yeah.
And do you see yourself living there for a long while?
Uh, sorry?
Do you see yourself living in Berlin for a long period, for a long while?
Mm, well, I'm not really sure actually. Maybe like, well, in the long term, I want to move to the countryside,
Mhm.
or Berlin or Saxony. But I think like 5 years more for sure. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Next question is, what is your least favorite chore?
My least favorite chore, cleaning.
Anything.
Yeah. Yeah, like cleaning. I mean, I enjoy like, like vacuum cleaning. This is chill. And I enjoy doing the laundry, and I enjoy like also like, how do you say it is in English? Like tidy things up. I really enjoy this. But cleaning, like really cleaning stuff, this is like, you know, I'm an orderly person, but I'm not a clean person.
Interesting. Next question, Julian. Let's do it. Hey, Julian from Berlin in Germany. Next question is, what is the weirdest food combination have you ever tried?
Well, it's not that weird, but many people may find it weird. Is like, brezel. Like brezel, this bread,
Uh-huh.
you know, because it has salt on it, it's like a salty bread with Nutella with nougat cream. So maybe some people may find it weird, but I like this combination of sweet and salty. It's really nice.
Mm,
I don't know if it's so weird, but some people think it may be weird. So.
interesting. Next question. Let's do it. Next question is, if you could have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with a fictional character, who that would be and why?
With a fictional character. Maybe with Odin, the god.
Which one?
Odin, the god. You don't know Odin?
No,
The,
I'm not
the
familiar.
one-eyed god. He's from the like Germanic pantheon,
Right.
and I'm sure he doesn't know coffee because back then there wasn't coffee because coffee doesn't come from this place. So I think this would be interesting. Yeah.
Amazing. 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Before the next one, tell me what's the best part of being an artist, creating music, yeah, expressing yourself. And also the flip side, what do you find more challenging?
Mhm. Um, I think the best part is that you can really express yourself, like your deepest inside, put it outside,
Mhm.
and people recognize or like they tell you like, oh wow, this is like really what I've been feeling too. Or like people recognize themselves in what you're expressing, and you kind of create a connection or like empathy with a lot of people. And this is what I like the most. And the the downside is maybe that you cannot do art all the time and being an artist, because you have to earn money.
Mhm.
On the other side, I think art should be free, so that's like a dilemma or like a paradox. It's like, yeah.
I see. Yeah, be an artist, you always need to have like a job, extra job to keep
Yeah,
going because you cannot,
yeah,
you know, unfortunately, until you get there, when you go like, okay, now I can live full time, be an artist, you still need to keep, both careers to get you to the point where you want to be one day.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, next question for you is, what did your parents do? Sorry, what did your parents do that comfort you the most?
That's a very good question. um Well, they always supported me, or like they never never kicked me out or something. Though, I mean, yeah, I can't think of something specific, but
They always supported you as an artist when you start creating music.
yeah, totally. Not only as an artist, but also when I moved to Berlin or when I came out as gay or whatever, they always supported me. But yeah.
And tell me, when you came out as a gay guy, did something happen or just felt like, okay, I'm gonna be my true self from now on and I'm gonna open up about it? And tell me how was growing up as a gay boy back in a small town in Germany.
Well, I mean, I came out kind of gradually. And when I had my first boyfriend, I just brought him home and said to my mom, "This is my boyfriend."
Wow, just like that.
Yeah. I mean, but it's a kind of tricky because, in German, in the German language, the term boyfriend and friend is
I
like the
see.
same word, it's like ambiguous. So it's a little bit, you can like do it in German. So
Imagine your mom. Wait a minute, boyfriend like friend or boyfriend like a partner? I'm
but she
joking.
did not really ask, but maybe she was like thinking, oh, okay.
Something's
Yeah,
there, something's happening.
yeah. And I mean, I also had there also were some periods or episodes in my life where she was like really anti, and she was, you're going to hell, and you're like, you're gonna get AIDS, whatever. It was like super bad. Yeah. I don't know why, like she had her journey too with this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But what was so nice actually is when I had my second boyfriend that was at the end of high school, and he stayed at my place, and we were laying in bed in the morning. My father came into the room, and he just entered, and then he saw us laying there, and then he just left, you know. And then I got up for breakfast. My boyfriend stayed in the bed, and I went for breakfast. And then my father asked me like, "Who is this guy?" and then my mother answered, "That's his boyfriend." And I was like, "What the?" I was thinking. I thought. I mean, I didn't even know that this guy was my boyfriend, but my mother just said this in the moment, and it was so nice. Yeah, that was so lovely from her.
Oh,
And
yeah, having the support of our parents, we feel safe. We feel like we can be our truly self. It's very important, I believe.
yeah, super important.
2 questions left. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pretend now I've been to Berlin actually once a long time ago. But let's people come to, let's see, I come to Berlin for the weekend. Yeah. Tell me,
Mhm.
where would you take me? What would introduce me to the city from Berlin?
Well, I would take you to at least one historic point, I mean, it depends on the person, but what I really like is like the Soviet monument. It's like a very big monument. It's like a park, and it has a very symbolic meaning, and it has like the story of the whole Second World War from the perspective of the Soviets, though, from the Russians.
Yeah.
And it has like these tombs with like statues and reliefs, and it's like very epic storytelling, and it's all going towards this big statue of this Russian man who's holding like this German child in his hands, like saving it, and he has like this sword is like super big. Yeah. And he has the sword in his hands, and like he's crushing this swastika which is on the floor, like it's super epic. And then the other side of this park, there's like this woman who is like in this very sad, defeated position, and it's like this, which is like the personification of Germania, like it's the Germania, like the woman. So this is a very epic monument that I would take you because it's right around the corner. And then I would just go to eat something, I don't know, like vegan currywurst or something something vegan, because Berlin is like a very vegan friendly city. I would take you to something like this. And then in the maybe in the evening, I would take you to a nightclub or open air. Yeah.
Okay, deal. When I come to Berlin, we're gonna do that, okay?
Yes, totally. You're welcome.
Next question is, what made you laugh last time? Something funny that happened to you?
I mean, well, I can't remember because I laugh so often. So what happened to me? Yeah. I mean, just like, I mean, sometimes I don't think, like I'm like an autopilot mode. And then I do things like I want to prepare coffee. Like I have this French press, and then normally you have to put the boiling water in the French press. And I was like in this autopilot mode, and I was just on the verge of putting just the milk into the French press, like because I was not thinking. And I was just laughing because I'm so stupid and stuff like this. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Last question, let's do it. But before the last question, tell me what's your favorite Spanish word and your favorite German word?
Wow, my favorite Spanish word. I think that my favorite Spanish word is ahoritica.
Which means?
Which is, ahora means now. And ahorita means like cute version of now. Like it means not now, but maybe later.
I see.
And ahoritica is even more cute. It's like the cutest version of now. Is like, yeah. It's hard to explain. It can mean everything. Like it can be now, or like in any moment, or like
something sweet.
Yeah, but I like it. I just like it.
Cute.
And my favorite German word, oh my God, what is my favorite German word? Like there's so many. Maybe. Doch. Doch is my favorite German word.
Doch.
Yeah, do you know it?
No, I just saw the sound. Doch. What it means?
Doch. It's like when somebody negates something, you can negate the negation. Like when I tell you, for example, I saw you stealing my underwear, I don't know, and you are saying like, oh, I did not steal your underwear, and I say, doch, you did.
I see.
Or you can just say doch, you know, it just means I negate your negation.
I see. Interesting. Yeah. Last question for you is, who would you swap lives with for a day, if you could? Just for one day.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Let's say if you have the superpower of swap lives, to be somebody's place, yeah, just for one day, who that would be?
Wow. What if I die as this other person? Do I die then?
No, just for one day, just to see how this person is living, to see the way they think, or the way they behave themselves, something that you'd like to.
Then it would be maybe Vladimir Putin.
Interesting. Why?
Because I think he deserves to be in my skin for one day, just to see what it is like to be a person in the West, you know, a person in the West. And I just want to know what it's like to be in his skin, you know, and maybe I can like turn some wheels, like change the turn of the world. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we know what's going on. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like your answer. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Yeah.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like. Don't forget to share this video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Look yourself getting ready, yeah?
Yeah.
One word for money.
Rich.
Family?
Brother.
Love?
Kissing.
Life?
What? Lives.
Life, yeah.
Growing.
Sex?
Taste.
Ooh. Politics?
War.
Religion?
God.
Fear?
Darkness.
Friendship?
Family.
Desire?
Ocean.
Regret?
How do you say? Forgive.
Success?
Share.
Wish?
Pray.
Happiness?
Laughing.
One word for Colombia.
Warm.
One word for Berlin. Cold. I'm joking.
Sexy.
No, say again.
Sexy.
I like that. One word for Germany.
Cool.
One word for artist.
Dreamy.
And the last one now, music. One word.
Heartbeat.
Ooh. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friends, what is the most beautiful thing about Julian, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
Well, I think the good thing that they would say about me is that I always like, well, that I bring life into their lives, like some kind of energy that is just like funny and, how should I say, like seeing things from different perspectives.
Open-minded, yeah?
Yeah, this is something positive. And the negative thing maybe is like, there's this thing I would call Julian realness, which can be really impolite or, yeah, not very empathic. Or is this a word? Empathic? Yeah.
Empathetic.
Empathetic. Yeah, sometimes I just speak out and don't find the right words in order to please the other person, which I really have to work upon. Yeah.
Okay. Let's play now, Julian, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question.
Yeah.
Hey, you can ask me a question now, Julian.
Yeah. So my question is, when was the last time you told your parents that you loved them?
Oh my God, what a beautiful question. What a beautiful question. And I had already over almost 900 interviews on the show so far.
Yeah.
And nobody asked me this question yet. What a beautiful question. Okay, it's going to be easy, yeah, because it was my mom's birthday in the beginning of this month, on 9th of March.
Oh, you know the day, yeah. Because of the
So yes, I called her, it was her birthday. I talked to her and we have a moment. And I told her how much I love her. So that was the last time that I expressed myself this way.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yes, amazing. Did you enjoy the interview, Julian?
Yeah, totally. It went super fast, super quickly. Yeah.
I know. You got relaxed, that's why. Thank you so much for taking the time for the interview. Thanks for being so sweet and kind as well and sharing your point of views. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or something that you live by.
Yeah, like my actual or like momentary motto that I live for is, it's hard to translate, but it's like praise or die.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit about it.
So you gotta praise things. You gotta show love to things and also express it in words. Put it into the spirit of the word, like words, like this mental world of words,
Mm-hmm.
in order to also keep the love going. If you don't give love, people will not learn love, or like not only people, also things, they will not be able to also give it away to other beings. You have to practice love by praising, praise or die. If you don't do it, everything will die.
I love it. Amazing. Thanks so much, and we'll keep in touch. It was a pleasure connect with you, Julian. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Ciao,
Bye
ciao.
bye. Ciao. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.